All right, so here we are in the marketing app. We're in the hot lead app, so the marketing workspace, the hot lead app. This is where all your leads and telephone calls off direct mail or any sort of promotions you have out there that you'll get a phone call or an email notification or anything like that. We can go ahead and push it into Podio. Have this formatted however you want to show up, and then from there we'll just pop in it and we can disposition it. It's automatically assigned a lead ID. The title is usually, without the use of an email parser anyways, the subject title of the email, the variable text field. This is just the body of the email that was forwarded onto this Podio item. And then we can disposition it. Typically it's going to be to a salesman, since it's coming in off an inbound lead. But if anything ever escalates or you have an admin question, you can disposition it over there as well. This is completely editable, so if there's a disposition you don't see on here, everything and anything can be changed. So just keep that in mind as we move forward through here. Towards the bottom of everything, you'll see the Show Hidden Items field. So you always want to make sure you click that and get everything else in there. This one's a little sloppy because it's not all the way tuned up. This is where the voicemail message would go. Campaign tracking number would get pulled right into here, so you'd be able to track the returns on your marketing dollars fairly easily. Again, dispositions. If you have any files to attach, that's nothing to worry about in this one, I suppose. And then typically we can push the link to the voicemail over, so if there was a voicemail, it was me that called this, so I didn't leave a voicemail, but it would have pushed right up into here and linked to voicemail. So anyways, we'll go down here and we'll disposition it for salesman number 1. And what's going to happen is we'll see some items get created. So I made a lead and salesman. After that lead was made, it looks like it was updated a couple times. It certainly wasn't by me because I was right here, right? So you have the homeowner phone number. You want to put that in there. And in time, I'll have this all pulled out of the original email that comes into Podio in the first place. So I know this part's a little annoying, but you only have to do it once. So we type in the email address here, or the property address. Actually, let's go back to the email address here real quick. Once I put that in there, you'll notice down here we talked a little bit ago about the subscribe field. You'll notice that updated to subscribed. What just happened is they got subscribed to a welcome series, an email series that includes, your standard free report, and then is followed by, 30 days, 45 days of emails or whatever follow-up system that you decide to put in place. So that kind of happened on the back end, and that was triggered when you updated the email field. So just keep that in mind. Property address. As soon as you put it in, it'll pull up a map. It'll also pull the photos off of Google, so you've got the aerial view and the street view. I'd also populate a link to Zillow, so if you need to get the information there or any more pictures, you just pop it up. Yeah, I can't believe the real estate market here. That house went up $20,000 in the last 30 days. That's ridiculous. Anyways, so it comes in, lead status, hot lead. Once you attempt to make contact with a homeowner, you're going to disposition it as one of these two. So let's just say you left a voicemail. As soon as you click that, that just fired off a text message to the homeowner, the number we put in up above there. And here it is right here. So this is the message to myself. And then this is the message that went out to the homeowner. So he'll get right back to me. And if they respond, that will actually get logged right in here as well. So we can track anything and everything, all communications that we have. We got the initial inspection So we got it scheduled after we talked to him there. Say it's at 3 o'clock. See, now you probably want to go ahead and edit this. Anyway, go down to roof type or lead type. So we got a storm damage inspection. That's what I just put up there. If it's a cash job, multifamily, any option that you can think of, we can add to that. So you just want to put that in there, and what we can do with that later is when we pull the reports, it'll sort off of these category fields. Lead source, these are going to be different for everybody, but here were the ones I've used to. And this was a website lead. If it was a referral, we'd want to give credit to whoever gave us the referral right there. Email subscription, we don't have any photos yet because we have not been out to the property. Now, so I want to make sure I update the status here before I move on. So we're going to move it to initial inspection scheduled. Right when I did that, homeowner just got an email. I got a new item up in my inspections app. It has my homeowner's name. Pulled over the address, pulled over the phone number, pulled over the email, the inspection date. Now this is where alright, pretty obvious. You got the inspection results. So what happened? Damage, full replace, homeowner file claim, any option you can think of. So we're going to say that it was absolutely damaged. They're going to go ahead and file the claim. Now the next question is, did I get them to sign a contingency agreement or not? So we got a couple options: agreement signed, agreement presented, and agreement not presented. We're going to go the side of confidence here and say it got signed. Now what's going to happen? Oh, inspections, they just got added to our monthly newsletter right there. I should create a couple of items for us right over here in adjuster appointment and contingencies. So under the adjuster appointment, there it is. Again, it pulled everything over. You're going to want to update this based on your inspection that you just went on, and let everybody know or keep notes for yourself what the scope's going to look like. Homeowner finally calls you back, says it's going to be out here. He said between 9 and 11, so you better be there at 8:30 because he's coming earlier than that. Oh, you don't want to be there at 3:30. Say 8:30. Well, say 8. The insurance company, there's our favorite. I love them. Date of loss, we'll pretend we're in Bend, Oregon, and May 4th. Type of claim, it's hail. Claim number, you're not really going to have yet. The adjuster contact, you should. And that, I don't have any in here. Should have preloaded some. I'll just put myself in there for now. And then define the approved scope in there. So it just kind of progresses along. Appointment results, claim approved, contract signed, claim approved, no contract signed. That's worse than the inspection, no contingency. Oh, it hurts. That's the be-back bus. Guess what? There ain't no be-back bus. Anyways, after that, claim denied, you're going to schedule a readjust, or you're just going to let it go. I suppose we could add going to court, going to appraisal, handful of other things on here. Total claim amount, you may or may not have this right off of the bat, but you certainly will over the next couple of days. Let's say it's 20,000. Deductible, say 5, say 0, say 4. and then add any notes on the so any expectations on any check needs to be endorsed. Do they pay you overhead and profit? Probably not. Not on a $20,000 job. Okay, so everything, if we have those numbers, we have the claim number, so we'll just say that's it. So everything is filled in here, and not until everything is filled in do you want to update your file, because this is going to push everything wherever it goes based on your selection. So we're going to err on the side of confidence and say we got the contract signed. Now we got a new item in the production app. Oh, and one thing I suppose I should have mentioned right off of the bat is right before I was in this production file and over in the adjuster appointment file, I was all in the salesman workspace. Each salesman has his own workspace. Nobody can see each other's unless they decide to share it with each other. But I know how territorial it can be, especially in a big storm, fairly recent. So I rebuilt things so nobody can see anything of each other's, and it just goes to a central production file that's available to the admin and production manager and everybody above that. But just a side note. Anyways, homeowner phone number. I'm not sure why that didn't pull over. We're going to have to look at that. Again, everything else did. You got the map, you got the link, aerial view. So right in here, again, the email didn't pull over, so I don't know why that is. What's double entry every now and again, I suppose, huh? It's just an email address. Now, if I wanted to send the homeowner so if you ever want to email the homeowner for whatever reason, you can do it right from Podio. So you got the email address there, and then you just click send or save as draft. So we're going to go ahead and send it. So now you'll see that these are already filled in. This file to production date got filled in when it was created. Target completion date. When I was a production manager back in Tulsa, my goal was to get them in and out of my office within 14 days, which is why you have this 2-week time difference here. And then once the file is actually updated to completed with production, there's another field that will pop up right here and tell us what day it was done and then whether or not you hit your goal or not. Claim info and details. So we want the claim number. Looks like I may have picked the wrong one. There we go. So once that gets updated, file in production, an intro email just went to the homeowner, introducing myself or whoever as the production manager, letting him know that the file had been received, and to give a call back regarding the scope of work so you can verify everything, and then to discuss the scheduling. Job type, payment type. If you want to share the file, the public adjusters, anybody you outsource the file to, we'll also share it with the insurance adjuster, but that's triggered on the file status. So once we say final invoice sent to insurance company, that'll trigger an email to share this item with the adjuster. So rather than us sending everything off to him, they'll just share this item and we'll keep everything in one central place. We'll see how early people adapt, but it's worked fairly well in the past. So here we go, define the scope of work, and here are our work orders. And I'm going to stop right here because I'm going to make a pretty cool video. No, I'll just keep going. We'll just select 3 roof siding gutters. What just happened? We have items created in all the roof siding and gutter apps. I shouldn't have done that. See, I didn't fill out this stuff, and those are hidden. I should probably unhide those. So we'll say, let's see. You put the color in parentheses. That's how I did it anyways. Say 125. Let's say 55. Not A55. This is not bingo. Now what all this is doing is going to create my material list here in a little bit. And by a little bit I mean about 18 more seconds. Alright, so we got everything there. Those are all our measurements. Everything came off the insurance docs. Now I'm going to hit roofing order. So now we're going to head over to the roofing. We'll start with the roofing work order. So this is everything that goes to the crews. Based on everything we put in there, we've already got the total calculated. I still have the name in there. Now, sometimes my gutter guys or my roofers wanted to know if the gutters were being replaced or not, so I would just say yes or no. And I knew if they had to be careful. At 33 squares, and with all the steep charges and everything else, right now we're at 90 bucks a square. But we're going to want to run through this one real quick because there are some items that usually don't populate correctly because you just really can't do it yet. So everything looks okay. She got the ridge vent. How many new box vents? We'll just say 2. I pay the guys 10 bucks per one that they install new, but not to replace existings. When do we want to install it? We'll say on the 26th. Now, if this is filled out, say it rains out or something like that, and you end up rescheduling the roof, as soon as you do that, say you reschedule it for the 31st, that'll trigger a message, both a text message and a email to the homeowner letting them know that their roof just got rescheduled due to whatever reason. Anything you want these guys to know about the property? You put it right in there because this is only going to be used here in a second. Now I want to pick my roofing crew. Let's say Jesus. And we should be ready to go. Here's our roofing work order.